Hello everyone! I am Sir King John Hawk Pasqua, but you can call me Sir King of Pandepada National High School. And today, we will gonna talk all about grade 9 mathematics. Are you ready? Before we start, make sure you are in a comfortable place and please ready your self-learning module, your notebook and pen.
Our topic is all about solving quadratic equation by extracting square roots, factoring, completing the square, and using the quadratic formula. But in this video, we will gonna focus to solve quadratic equations by using the quadratic formula. So without further ado, let us now solve quadratic equation by quadratic formula. Another way of solving quadratic equation in the form ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a, b, and c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0, is the quadratic formula, which is derived using completing the square and finding the square root method. The quadratic formula states that if ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0 with a that is not equal to 0, then x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. You must memorize this formula. So this is the quadratic formula. This quadratic formula can be dissected into two, which is x is equal to negative b plus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a, and x is equal to negative b minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Let us now use the quadratic formula by solving the equation x squared plus 3x minus 10 is equal to 0. The first thing that we need to do is determine the a, the b, and the c. In this particular equation, our a is 1, which is the coefficient of x squared. Our b is 3, which is the coefficient of x. And our c is the constant term, which is negative 10. And there you go. When we determine the a, b, and c's, let us now substitute them in this formula, the quadratic formula. Let us just substitute, and here we go. X is equal to negative 3 plus or minus the square root of 3 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 10 all over 2 multiplied by 1. Then, let us simplify. We will have an answer of x is equal to negative 3 plus or minus the square root of 9 plus 40. So 9 plus 40, that is 49. And x is equal to negative 3 plus or minus the square root of 49 all over 2. And then x is equal to negative 3 plus or minus 7 all over 2. And there you go. So this is the roots. We can also simplify this. So let us first have x is equal to negative 3 plus 7 all over 2, and also we have x is equal to negative 3 minus 7 all over 2. Let us focus first in this first root. So negative 3 plus 7 is 4 over 2, and 4 over 2 is 2. So the first root is 2, and the second root is negative 3 minus 7 all over 2, that is negative 10 over 2. So negative 10 over 2, that is negative 5. Therefore, the roots are 2 and negative 5. Let us now check if our answers are correct. We will gonna substitute the values of x in the original equation, x squared plus 3x minus 10 is equal to 0. If x is equal to 2, let us now substitute. So 2 squared plus 3 times 2 minus 10 is it equal to 0. So 4 plus 6 minus 10, and that is 0. is equal to, and that is 0. Then 0 is equal to 0. Therefore, 2 is a correct root of x squared plus 3x minus 10 is equal to 0. And what if our x is negative 5? So let us substitute. Negative 5 squared plus 3 multiplied by negative 5 minus 10 is equal to 0. 25 minus 15 minus 10 is equal to 0, and 0, it is equal to 0. Therefore, 2 and negative 5, those are the roots of x squared plus 3x minus 10 is equal to 0. How about this one? Solve the equation x squared minus 3x plus 1 is equal to 0 using the quadratic formula. So the first thing that we need to do is determine the a, b, and c. Our a is 1, our b is negative 3, our c is 1. And then when we determine the a, b, and c's, let us now substitute them in the quadratic formula. The negative 3 plus or minus the square root of negative 3 squared minus 4 times 1 times 1 all over 2 times 1. Then when we simplify that, we have 3 plus or minus the square root of 9 minus 4 all over 2. And there you go. 3 plus or minus square root of 5 all over 2. So the roots are x is equal to 3 plus 5 all over 2 and x is equal to 3 minus 5 all over 2. So the roots are 3 plus the square root of 5 all over 2 and 3 minus the square root of 5 all over 2. Now, to check if our answers are correct, let us substitute the values of x in the original equation. X squared minus 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. If x is equal to 3 plus the square root of 5 all over 2, let us now substitute. So 3 plus the square root of 5 all over 2, quantity squared, minus 3 multiplied by 3 plus the square root of 5 all over 2, and plus 1 is equal to 0. 3 squared plus 2 times 3 times square root of 5 plus square root of 5 squared all over 4 minus 9 plus 3 square root of 5 all over 2 plus 1 is equal to 0. Then 9 plus 6 square root of 5 plus 5 all over 4 minus 9 plus 3 square root of 5 all over 2 plus 1 is equal to 0. Then we will gonna multiply both sides of the equation by 4 because 4 is the least common denominator. And then we have 9 plus 6 square root of 5 plus 5 minus 18 minus 6 square root of 5 plus 4 is equal to 0. And here we have positive 6 square root of 5 and negative 6 square root of 5. So when we add them, it is 0. And we can cancel them up, and then we have 9 plus 5 minus 18 plus 4 is equal to 0, and then let us add them up, and we have 0 is equal to 0. How about the second root? If x is equal to 3 minus the square root of 5 all over 2, let us substitute them. 3 minus the square root of 5 all over 2, quantity squared, minus 3 times 3 minus the square root of 5 all over 2 plus 1 is equal to 0. And there you go. And let us simplify them and add them, and then multiply them by 4, or multiply both sides by 4, and we have 9 minus 6 square root of 5 plus 5 minus 18 plus 6 square root of 5 plus 4 is equal to 0. And we have negative 6 square root of 5 and positive 6 square root of 5. We can cancel them up, And we have 9 plus 5 minus 18 plus 4 is equal to 0. So when we add them, we have 0 is equal to 0. Okay. Now to test your learning, try this now. Find the roots of x squared plus 2x minus 15 is equal to 0 using the quadratic formula. You may pause this video while answering, and then if you got the answer, you may play it again. So we will gonna answer it now. First, let us determine the a, b, and c, and then substitute it in the formula. There you go. Then simplify and extract the square root of 64. We will have negative 2 plus or minus 8 all over 2. Then we can make it into 2. The x is equal to negative 2 plus 8 all over 2, and x is equal to negative 2 minus 8 all over 2. Let us first answer the first root. We have x is equal to 6 over 2, and 6 over 2 is 3. And then how about the next one? We have negative 2 minus 8, that is negative 10 all over 2. So negative 10 over 2, and that is negative 5. Therefore, the roots are 3 and negative 5. And that is all for this video. I hope you enjoy and learn many things in this video. Again, this is Sir King, wishing you to have a great day. Goodbye!